Your dog has never read a single book, never watched a documentary, never been taught anything about babies. And yet, the moment a baby enters their home, they walk over, lie down, and look up as if to say, "I've got them." Nobody asked them to do that. Nobody trained them to do that. What your dog did in that moment has a name, a history, a science behind it. That will change everything you thought you knew. Part 3 is the one that makes people stop and go find their dog. Part 5 is the one that breaks them. Stay with me. Part 1, ask any parent why their dog sleeps next to their baby. You'll get the same 3 answers every single time. He's just warm. She's protective. He loves the baby smell. And those answers feel right. They're simple. They're comfortable. But they miss the entire point. Here's how I know. Your dog has been warm 1,000 times. Winter nights, blankets, sunny patches on the kitchen floor. He never once appointed himself guardian of any of those. Your dog is curious about everything. The mailman, a new smell on your shoes, that plastic bag tumbling down the street. That curiosity fades in 40 seconds. What your dog feels around a baby hasn't faded in weeks, months, sometimes years. And protection, yes. But from what exactly? The home is safe. The neighborhood is safe. There is no predator at the door. So why does your dog lie there, night after night, when they could be anywhere else in the house? Why do they follow you into the nursery at 3 a.m. and just settle onto the floor without making a sound? Why does every single muscle in their body release and soften the moment they're close to that baby? Like they've arrived somewhere they were always supposed to be. The answer doesn't start with your dog. It starts with us. 15,000 years ago. Does your dog do this? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Part 2. 15,000 years ago. Human beings and dogs made a deal. Not a spoken deal, not a conscious one, but a deal that changed both species forever. Humans offered safety, food, fire, shelter from the cold. And dogs, in return, offered something no human could provide for themselves. They offered vigilance. Ancient human settlements weren't defended by walls alone. They were defended by dogs. Dogs who slept inside, not outside, near the fire, near the children, near the most vulnerable members of the group. And here's the part that stops me every single time. The infants who had dogs nearby survived at higher rates. Kept warmer, woken sooner when something was wrong, protected through the night from things their parents couldn't hear, or smell, or sense in time. And the dogs who were best at this, the ones most deeply attuned to human infants, those were the dogs that humans kept, fed, protected, loved, allowed to reproduce. For thousands of generations, the dogs who understood babies survived. The ones who didn't. For 15,000 years, that selection happened. And now, that dog is lying next to your baby. Not because you trained them, not because you asked, because 15,000 years of human history shaped them up specifically for this exact moment. Your baby didn't just get a dog. Your baby got the result of 15,000 years of love. Part 3. This is the part that stops people. Your dog knows things about that baby that you will never know. Not because they're smarter, not because they're magical, because they're built differently. A human nose has 6 million scent receptors. A dog's nose has 300 million. That's not a small difference. That's an entirely different world. Right now, your dog is receiving a continuous stream of chemical information about that baby that is completely invisible to you. They can smell cortisol rising before the baby starts to cry. They can detect changes in breathing rhythm through scent alone. They can sense a fever developing hours before a thermometer would catch it. Let that land for a second. Hours before you would know something was wrong, your dog already knows. This isn't theory. There are documented cases, real families, real babies, where a dog became agitated in the night for no visible reason, restless, refusing to settle. And when those parents got up, exhausted, confused, frustrated, and went to check, something was wrong, a fever spiking, breathing becoming labored, a situation caught in time because a dog knew first. A 2015 study in animal cognition confirmed that dogs detect illness through scent with accuracy that rivals clinical diagnostic tools. And a landmark study in JAMA Pediatrics, one of the most respected medical journals in the world, found that babies who grew up with a dog in their first year of life had a 13% lower risk of developing childhood asthma. 13%, not from medicine, not from treatment, from simply having a dog nearby. Researchers at the University of Alberta found that babies exposed to dogs in their first months develop gut microbiomes twice as diverse as babies without dogs. Twice. That diversity, built in those quiet months while a dog lay sleeping close by, is now linked to stronger immune systems, lower allergy rates, and better long-term health outcomes across childhood. Your dog isn't just sleeping next to that baby. Your dog is building that baby's immune system, silently, constantly, without ever being asked. If this is already changing how you see your dog, subscribe. Because part 5 is the one that breaks people. Part 4. But here's what I need you to understand. This isn't cold. This isn't mechanical. This isn't just an ancient program running silently in the background. Because if it were only instinct, only biology, only scent detection, your dog would be detached, clinical, functional. They're not. Watch your dog's face the moment that baby laughs for the first time. Really watch it. That is not the expression of a biological system completing a task. That is joy. Pure, uncomplicated, unperformed. Research from the University of Lincoln confirmed that dogs read and respond to human emotional expressions, distinguishing happiness from fear, comfort from distress, and feeling it alongside us. But here's the finding I think about most. Brain imaging studies confirmed that when a mother looks at a photo of her baby, specific brain regions tied to emotion, reward, and deep social connection light up. When that same mother looks at a photo of her dog, the exact same regions activate, not similar, the same. The bond your brain forms with your dog is neurologically identical to the bond it forms with your child, and it works both ways. Research on dog owner pairs found that when a dog gazes at their owner, both experience a surge in oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds a mother to her newborn. Your dog isn't just attached to that baby, your dog is bonded to that baby. In the deepest neurochemical sense, those words can carry. And here's the thing that stays with me. Your dog has no concept of what a baby is, no framework for infant, no understanding of what this creature will grow into. All they know is that this small, fragile, completely helpless being needs them. And that has always been and will always be enough. Tell me in the comments, what has your dog done around your baby that you have never been able to explain? I want to know every single one. Part 5. The one you need to hear. I need to tell you something now, and I need you to really hear it. Your dog will not be here forever. I know, you know that. Everyone carries that knowledge somewhere. But I want you to feel it for a moment, right now, while you're watching this. That dog, the one lying next to your baby right now, the one who follows you into the nursery at 3 a.m., the one who, without ceremony, without being asked, without ever needing thanks, appointed themselves the guardian of the most important person in your world. They will be gone before your child is old enough to understand what they were. Your child will grow up. They'll have fragments, a warmth they can't quite place, a feeling of safety they can't explain, a sense, deep and wordless, that they were always being watched over. One day, they'll see a photo. Who's that? And you'll have to find the words to explain what that dog was, what they did, every night, without being asked. But here's what I want you to carry with you after this video ends. The Human-Animal Bond Research Institute has documented something that parents who grew up with dogs already know in their bones. Children who form early bonds with dogs show measurably stronger emotional development, better social communication, greater empathy, more resilience when things go wrong. Not because anyone taught them these things, because a dog was there. In the early months, in the quiet nights, in the moments nobody was watching, showing them, without a single word, what it looks like to love someone without conditions, what it looks like to show up every day without needing to be asked, without needing anything in return. Your baby is learning what love looks like right now, and they are learning it from your dog. That doesn't leave. Long after the dog is gone, long after the memory fades, it stays. Emotional close tonight. When your house goes quiet, when the last light goes off and the last sound fades, go check on your baby. And if your dog is there, lying on the floor, head resting on the edge of the crib, breathing slowly in the dark, don't move them. Don't call them away. Just stand there for a moment and watch. Because what you are looking at is 15,000 years of love. A partnership so old, it has no beginning. A loyalty so complete, it needs no reward. Your dog knows why they're there. And somewhere, in a place beneath words, beneath thought, beneath everything you can name, so do you. If this moved you, share it with someone who has a dog and a baby, or someone who remembers what it felt like to have both, or someone who just needs to be reminded of what love looks like when it asks for absolutely nothing in return. Subscribe, because next week, we're covering the last year with your dog, the signs nobody warns you about, and the one thing you will wish you had done sooner. You don't want to miss it.